Well, hello and welcome everyone to the Crazy Cash Club Update webinar for this week. My name is Roger McIntyre. My business partner and best friend, Martin Morris, has a very exciting presentation for you today. That you have not seen this presentation. We got a new chart. This is really good, and this is going to put away all the naysayers, all the people that say they can't do it, that just don't know how to do it, can't do it. That'll be the easiest thing you ever saw. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Martin and let him get started. Martin?
All right. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that, Roger. Thank you all for coming, and we'll get started real fast here. Just let you know it's not set up to take questions today. So if you do have a question, please type it in there as you would anyway. And if you do that, we'll be able to look at it after the webinar when we pull a report with GoToWebinar. Okay? And because I just want to get all this information going for you. So if you got any questions, feel free to type them in there. But listen to the webinar first because it may answer some of your questions. All right. Okay. So first thing, I made a mistake when I sent my email early this morning. It was real early. I hadn't even gone to bed yet. But okay. I was under the misconception that in $25 legacy that the structure 1 and structure 2 would have to be done manually this time. And what it was they had a concern earlier about people that have multiple accounts having to do it. So I misunderstood it, but all that was fine. So structure 1, if you did pay by your credit card or your debit card, it will automatically bill you. You don't have to do a manual bill. So that was my mistake. And and what it will do, and if you have Payza, it will too. But remember, unless there's enough in your Payza account to cover, then Payza will decline the payment. So if you don't have enough money in there, if you only have like $10 in Payza, it will try to rebill, but Payza will decline it because you don't have enough money in there. So make sure you have enough in your Payza account to cover that structure 1. Structure 2, there's a little check mark down there that's underneath that says to automatically rebill. If you have that checked and you have enough money in your account to cover structure 2, it will automatically bill for structure 2, right? But just to be on the safe side, keep an eye on your account. So if you're, let's say today's the 17th. If you were due today, today's the 17th. If you were due today, just watch it. If it hasn't billed by tomorrow, which is the 18th, contact support for a $25 legacy and they'll fix it for you. Also check your bank to see if it got billed as well. Okay, so either way, if you got billed or not, contact support on that. If you don't show it's been upgraded to the next month. Because mine now says I'm paid until January. Okay, so again, if you paid with credit card or Payza, then it will auto bill for you for structure 1. Structure 2 will only auto bill if you put the little check mark there for structure 2 saying to automatically rebill you if you have enough funds in your $25 legacy account to cover the structure 2. If not, you have to make a manual payment and pay with your credit card. So they do give you an extra day to do that, so you don't have to worry about it. So just keep an eye on it, and on the day you're due, if it doesn't show there, check the next day. If the next day still doesn't show there, contact support, okay, for $25 legacy, and they'll get that fixed for you, okay? So again, I apologize for that. I didn't see mine had gone through yet, so I made the wrong assumption. I was just trying to look out for you guys because I know one thing, you don't want to lose your position, because if you don't pay and you lose your position, there's no way to claim it back. So it's very, very important. All right, so let's jump into what we're really going to do here. And I got to tell you, Roger and I, we love $25 legacy. We love the tool. A good note for you, some of you may not know, their structure 2, they're also adding more value to that too, where you can create your own website, and they got a special type of designer for creating your web pages and splash pages and stuff like that. You can even go and copy a site, paste it in there, and then you can make changes to the pictures and make changes to the words and stuff like that. It's really, really cool. It's going to be a nice, neat setup that you can use that for. You can integrate it with all the major search engine, all the major all the responders like Aweber, GetResponse, MailChimp, all those ones that are out there. It's going to be a really cool system. It's not going to be any additional fee. So not only do you get a cPanel system where you can create unlimited websites, now you can create an unlimited number of pages, websites, and stuff with this special tool. And that's what you'll get also with structure number 2. So they had a lot more value to it. It should be available early January. Okay, so when January gets here, start looking for that. That's going to save lots of people money. I mean, the more we're here, the more value we get for everything. I mean, just the tool itself for $25 legacy, the social auto posting tool, that tool by itself is worth the price of both structures. It's worth a lot more because I've seen those similar ones that don't do as much for sale for like almost $200 a month. And this is just a fraction of the cost. So it's a really, really good tool. And matter of fact, I already told you one thing I did where I did on the first time I was using the tool for a posting, I ended up getting 2 people to join $25 legacy. Now I'm up to 4 people with $25 legacy using the tool, but I got lucky on the first time out I did it. Roger's been doing it for a lot of stuff. Hey, Roger, why don't you tell me some stuff that you've been doing with the tool itself?
Yeah, thanks, Martin. Yeah, I've just been messing around with it. Remember, I have to do all the support and other chores that we have, and so I just got in there and threw in a few pictures. We have another business that many of you know about called Free Mega Traffic, and I put in, I'd say about 4 pictures for that, and I was astounded to see that we had more than 24 people sign up to get the free coupon at freemegatraffic.com. It was incredible, and I put out a couple of $25 legacy ads too. But it's about branding, and it's absolutely phenomenal the way how easy it works and how you can set it up for the future. Where if you just sat there one long day, let's say you took 8 hours, you could set up for the next 3 months different ads and pictures, branding yourself, getting yourself out there so people are used to seeing it and know what you're about, and then they tend to trust you, and that's how you get people. That's how you get people to join and sign up or buy, that kind of stuff. So, thanks, Martin. Yeah, it's really phenomenal. It really does work, and I was only tinking around with it, not really too strong into it. You know, as strong as you could be. So, yeah, it works great. Thanks, Martin.
No, thank you, Roger. Also, not to mention that we actually made a few $100s in sales for Free Mega Traffic too, and that's for people that don't know anything about us. That's because we've been using the tool. So, like you said, use the tool for everything that you're in. If you're in other programs, use the tool for that too. And like when Roger was telling you, he can't, he's doing all the admin and stuff like that. You don't have time to do all the posting. But you'll see postings from him because he uses that scheduler, and the scheduler lets you pre-make posts for different days and different times. So if you use the scheduler, even though you can't do it that day, it's working for you, and that's what's important. You're going to learn that in what we're going to be talking about here today. Also, let's see here. Let me check something here. Just want to jump back here for a second. Okay, I'm actually in the tool right now. Can you see that, Roger?
Yes, I see it just fine.
Okay, so we're just looking at some stuff here. One thing that's good about the tool is the stats stuff, and just hang with me, guys, because I'm going to get to the 12-month plan here, the workup, so you can get your 6-figure monthly residual income, and that's coming too. So let's look at some of the content. They always will show you for different accounts these are clicks too. I mean, how many times have you paid for some type of advertising? But these are people clicking just because they like what's there. They're clicking on it. So this is using the poster, and when you use the auto poster, you don't have to pay for the advertising. It just goes straight through. And just like right here, this is just one account. You got there's all sorts of different accounts you can try. Let's see here. Let's go back here. Let's do one of my Twitter accounts, because I put all my accounts on there. My personal ones, my regular ones. And I haven't even hooked up LinkedIn yet. And remember, we got Pinterest, and we also got Google Plus coming up too. But even here too, you see these are clicks. Everyone I go to, you see different ads with different clicks, and they all come through here. You can find out the best times. This shows you the best things, mostly Saturday. But look here, Friday, Saturday, and Monday or Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then you got Monday. Now, guess what? This is different than it is if you were doing email advertising. Friday, Saturday, Sunday are not the best days for email advertising. It's actually around Tuesday or Wednesday, even Thursday, are better days for email advertising. But I guess for social media, since it's all coming up like that, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the best days for posting for your social media ads. So that's why this is important. I wouldn't have known. I would have thought it would be the same as it was for email, because we can test email ads all you want to. The best times are right over here, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And these are the worst times. And look at here. It turns out these are the best time for social media. Then, of course, you see the different time zones or different times, like 10 a.m., 3 a.m., and 10 p.m. Those seem to be the best times. So you got special offers stuff. You might want to check it out at that point based on what you're advertising. In this case, it's to make money. Okay, so that's why you would use this particular tool here. But when you got the scheduler and you want to create a new one, if you create a new message, then you can choose which ones to put. You can choose all of them or some of them. Let's say we wanted to do, let's do my Twitter one. That one there. Okay, this is where you have your 140 character. So if you're doing Twitter, you don't have too much you can write in there, right? So what I usually do is I put most of my writing in by using the Visual Composer, because then that's where you have all your royalty-free stock. Like when I was showing that one I posted in our Facebook group, I just did a search for Twitter, since it has to do about Twitter. And I went through here, and this is where I found my social. I thought this would be a great one, so I chose that one. And I said, okay, I want to use this image here. And then once it's in there, now I can put it into here. And let's say I want to use this one here. Okay, so I can change this here. I can put anything I want to, change the words here. Whatever I want to put in here, I can do that. I can change all of this, change this here, the URL, whatever I want to, I can make changes. And I can say a lot more here. I can type as much as I want to. I'm not limited to the 140 characters. So I can really expound on it right here. And then once I do that, I can say, okay, I want to attach my image. Now I can put my URL up here, the link I want them to go to, and I can do my hashtags. Like if I'm doing marketing, I can see what marketing is doing. Okay, this, if it's green, it's good. So I can say marketing. I could say I also want to do entrepreneurs. And then you can just type what you want to. You can put that at the end, at the beginning, and it says something like, you can make your own money. And then I can just put I can put a link here. Let's say I want to do Okay, if I want to do that, I can put it there. And I still got 62 characters left. But it's the picture that's really going to show them. One thing I'm doing is Roger and I are using some redirects so we can advertise the $25 legacy. So it makes it where it makes it a little bit easier. So we've been doing one like, here's one, Money with Martin. Okay. And we did test it. We found out you can use frames and you can also, or use masking based on your provider, what they call it, and it won't break the cookies on there. So anyway, if I were to post this one now, it would go out there, it would have that picture, it would have whatever I wanted to say in here, so I can really expound on the message, because you don't have much here you can do with Twitter. But you do want to do the hashtag. One thing I found out too, because of the stats here, let's go back here to the stats, is that let's grab this one here. It seems like the posts that do the best only have 2 hashtags on there. And I'll show you here once it comes up. These are some little tidbits, folks. We'll get into there in a second here. Okay. So it shows you which were the best performing based on number of hashtags. So the one with 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you see the best one? There was 189 clicks when it contained 2 of them. If we went to 4, it was 129. Here was 189. If we only had 1, it was 5. Then 39, and then 38. So the ones that had 2 seem to be doing the best. So that's something you might want to try in your ads too, to do 2 hashtags. Okay. All right. So that's, anyway, we're just showing you a little bit about the system here. But let me jump over here. I'm going to show you our plan right now. Now, this is very important. Okay. This part of the plan is very, very important, because you have full control with this. When I get done showing this to you, you're going to know that you can make money with the program. You're going to see how you can work up to a 6-figure income your first year. So we're starting with January. So we want by January to December to see people making a 6-figure income, or as close to it possible, monthly residual. That's what this training's about here. And it's all around the tool that they have for you. And like I said, it's good to have extra tools too, because on the Structure 2, when they're adding the new website stuff, that's very important. And I'll show you why, because you can really increase your performance. But just the tool's easy. It's up to your imagination. Think about what you want to say, grab a picture, you can expound on it, and that way you can send it to Facebook, and you can send it to LinkedIn, you can send it to Twitter, you can send it to Pinterest, and then coming up soon is going to be Google Plus, everything. So it's if you use it that way, it's going to do a lot more for you. But the thing is, it gets results. We're making money with it. You can make money in everything. One thing you want to do is you do want to concentrate on $25 legacy, and you leaders in Crazy Cash Club that are in $25 legacy, especially those of you that have earned the most money so far, because some of you have earned thousands. I know, because I've been talking to you. So this is important to you, because this is something we all have to do together. If we work on this together, we all do our part, and that's including us too. You know, we already brought in 4 people just from the tool. And if everyone did that, it'd be crazy. And I'm going to show you. Okay, now you've all seen the original one. Let me change this over here. Okay, now Roger, can you see the Excel sheet?
No.
You still can't see it?
No. I just see, you probably have to do that thing where you turn it off and back on. I just see the back of the webinar.
Okay, let me try it again. Wow, it's frozen. So a lot of stuff I've been showing you haven't seen then.
Oh no, we've seen everything else.
There, now it popped on air. Can you see it now?
No, I see the back office, or I see the updates page.
That's what you should see right now. Okay.
Uh,
Now let's see if we get this on here. Okay, this time it popped on. Okay. Okay, so. Oh man, what's going on with GoToWebinar? It'll show the web page, but when I change it to Excel, it goes to pause and then stops.
ah.
Huh.
The spreadsheet isn't behind the page or anything.
No, it's not. It's showing. Let me get rid. I have 2 Excel sheets, so maybe that's what it is. Oh, I know why. It's not showing it at all. Okay, let's see if this will work.
That worked.
It doesn't like having 2 Excel sheets open at the same time. All right, so I wanted to show you the original one, but this is the new one that we came out with. This is for the $25 legacy. Now, try to pay close attention to this here because this is really important. Let me see if I make the screen any bigger. It doesn't seem to let me. Can you see the screen okay, Raj?
Yeah, you can see it fine. Some people my age may scoot up a little bit, but it's all perfectly legible and readable.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's about the same. It's fine. It's absolutely fine.
Okay, well, let me go hang on here. Alrighty. Okay, now we're going to talk about the structure 1. This is structure 2 down here, but this is a little bit different. If you notice, we got January, February, March, all the way down to December. Right now we got zeros. So if you join $25 legacy with us and you did absolutely nothing, that's how much you're going to make. Nothing. Matter of fact, this is how much you're going to spend in a year. You're going to spend $300 if you do nothing. So that's not cool. Now, actually, you may see money from people above you doing stuff. If your sponsor's working hard, everybody's doing their part, yeah, then you'll see something. But we're not going to worry about spillover. That's not a cool thing. Spillover, you don't worry about. You make your own profit. And you can do this in your first year, especially with the leaders jumping on board. And I'm going to challenge them to do that too. So here we go here, and let's say we use the tool. I'll just show you some stuff on the tools. If you see our postings throughout Facebook or Twitter or anything like that, and if you like our posting, you know where we got most of the pictures are from the million pictures you get for free, right? Royalty-free pictures. Feel free to go there and copy our ads and change it and put your URL in there. If you see something like that, or you see someone else's ad, look at the structure of the ad and just copy what they do. But if you take a fancy to it, other people will also. So you can go ahead and do that. But the tool gets it out there because you can post all your social accounts at one time, and it'll grow and grow. We're going to be we're showing you how to grow your list, like especially like Twitter. Matter of fact, if you're interested in that, I'm working with a company now that can get us Twitter followers. They're talking about some like 500 to 1,000 followers for approximately, I think $19. If you're interested in that, say just type in there, I'm interested in Twitter followers, and I can talk to you all later about that. But that's for another time. But it's a great way to get started with it. But I'm going to show you what happens when you use the tool. Like I said, we used the tool already. We got 2 signups right away, and then later on we got 2 more. So so we're going to put down here 2. So what happens if you got 2? We'll just put that right there. Okay. If you had two, if you got two with the tool, you're making a profit of $5. Excuse me. The total amount earned totally was $360. Of course, you have to pay your monthly fee still, right? But so right here, your profit is still $60 because you're making a $5 profit each month. So you're getting back $360, but every month's a profit. So once you got the first two, that's pretty good. And remember, if you remember with the other spreadsheet we showed you, how many people do you really need to be doing stuff that you can make a six-figure income? And it was just, what, 21 people. That's all you need, right? And them doing the same thing you're doing. So what you're going to see here, you can do. If you use the tool, it's going to work, especially all you people at the very top, especially the people in the first 30 people in the program, the 5 and those 5 who got their 5. You need to be doing this because when you do this, it's going to fill out the downlines evenly. If everyone brought in 2, then that would be 60 more. If those 60 brought in 2, it's going to be 120. So we're just going to show you what would happen. Right now, for your own benefit, we're going to pretend like right now you're the only one doing anything. So you brought in 2, right? So in February, you use the tool, and you bring in 2. Okay? Now you're up to there. You're making back $690. Your yearly profit is $390. So you're doing $35 a month at this point. Okay? And then you bring in 2 more. Okay? Now you're at $65 profit. And so this is a good place to be because remember it costs the $25 for the structure 1, but that leaves you a profit of $65. $65 is what it costs for structure 2. So that's where you get the cPanel and what's coming up with the new websites and everything. It's going to be awesome. That's a super great value. But at this point, that's when you could jump into structure 2 without having to pay for it out of your own wallet, right? So you can use it out of your profit. So I know some people say, well, you know, it's hard to take all your profit and put it back in, but that's what you want to do if you really want to make a lot of money. If you're really wise, you'll get in there early because you're not going to be the only one doing this. This is going to be a lot of people doing this, and you want to be locked in on structure 2 way before anything happens. Like there will be some people that aren't going to pay for their structure 2 this time. What's going to happen? They're going to jump out, and then everything will be compressed up. People are going to be moving, taking their slots, and they won't get that slot back. And they can wait if they want to until they're back in profit, which won't be too long if they're using the tool. If they use the tool, it's going to work. I tell you, we already done it. We've been using the tool. We got people in the club. We've been making money with it, with our other endeavors. I'm even selling stuff from ClickBank as well using the tool. I mean, if I can do all that and make money with all this, it's working, and you can do it too. But what you have to do is you have to post every day, at least one thing every day. And if you can't make it on certain days, like say, well, I'm too busy Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, well, then on Sunday, schedule posts to come out on Monday, to come out on Tuesday, and come out on Wednesday. You'll have stuff going out every day. It's okay to have 2 or 3 things going out every day as well, okay? Facebook is great. If you can post to Facebook groups, it's even better. Twitter is awesome. Twitter's got a lot of stuff coming there. You got your LinkedIn, you got your Pinterest, and you remember you can do it right through here for Pinterest. That's really good. And what's coming up is Google Plus. That's going to be awesome. That's a great platform. We got a lot of success with that. That's coming too. But you just got to do something every day. It's very important. So the next month, and you'll get 2 more, right? And you see how your money keeps going up, and you get 2 more. And the reason this is happening, because look, this shows you how many people you got in there. Right now you got 10 people in there. And if you didn't do anything else, that's what you would get. That's the money you're making. I mean, even right here, look at that, 125. Let's keep doing here. Just doing that. Just to show you, if you were the only one doing it and no one else did anything. But remember, the people you bring in are going to be doing it, and the people above you are going to be doing this too. And it starts off a little slow, right? Because look at this, got this going here. But when it first starts off, right, it's slow. It takes 2. You got 2 people in, you're only making $5. You go, that doesn't seem like it. You get 2 more. Okay, I'm making $35 profit, but you're not touching it. That's what makes it hard, because you're not touching it. and you got 2 more. Now you got 65, but now you can jump in here, right? So the next month you're going to get 2 more, but you got your first people can be jumping into here too. Here they go there, right? And remember, you sponsored those 2, right? What's going to happen the next month? You're going to have 2 more of the people come in. Let's see, well, let's do here, 2 here. And so you're going to have the next 2 will be coming in because they're hitting your same mile mark, right? Then you get 2 here. And then it's going to be 1 here and 1 here, right? Then you get 2 more here. You get 2 more here. And actually, you got 10 sponsored because you personally sponsored those. Okay, so you got 2 here. I know it's kind of slow, but I'm just trying to do it so you can see it evenly. Okay, so we're showing this here. Now I'm just kind of showing you, I'm just doing this in average because like I said, we got 4 already. And some people may get more or less, but if you're doing it, you're doing it. This is based on your own efforts. So this doesn't seem like a whole bunch right here, but there's a lot of stuff that's not happening yet. So this is good here, right? You got this coming in, but it doesn't stay that way. It's just not you doing everything. Everyone's going to be doing it. So look. These 2 people are going to be doing it. These 2 people are going to be doing it. As long as they're using the tool, they're going to get the results. If you use the tool, you'll get the signups. Use it again the next month, you'll get the signs. Use it again next month, you'll get the signups. What you got to do is use the tool. I challenge you all to do this for the next 3 months. Do it for January, February, and March, and get yourself used to using the tool. Take those 3 months and just use the tool. Use the tool. Post every day. If you can't make it for that day, schedule posts for that day. Try to do 2 or 3 posts a day. It's okay to post like that, all right? Just sit there and do it. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to be showing you how to get also other places to get Twitter followers for free. If you're watching those tips I'm giving you, those tips will show you how to do it. Like twins or twin friends. It's like friends, but twins. I forgot how they're twins. How they talk. We can take a look at it, but that's a great place where you can get there and meet people in the same similar likes to get them to follow you and vice versa. Okay, but this is what's going to happen. What if just these 2 people and the people they brought in did it? Not mentioning these 2, these 2, these 2, these 2, these 2, because remember, this is just showing you building it up. Anytime anybody brings people in, it's going to fill up your matrix. So they're going to be coming in here too, just like they're going to be on the first one. They're going to be more and more people because if the 2 people that you brought in here brought in 2 people, with the 2 there, you really got 4 people in that one, right? And if he's bringing in 2 again, it keeps getting bigger and bigger. See what I'm saying? This is just showing if only you did it. But if 2 people were to bring in 2 each, and we won't talk about this one, this one, this one, this one. We're only going to talk about the first 2, not the next 22 that came after you. If those 2 brought their 2 in, and they did the same scenario, they brought their 2 by using the tool works. You don't have to talk to people. You don't have to call them on the phone. You just post. That's all you do, and you can have fun because the more you use it, the more, I don't know, to me, the more I use it, the more I enjoy it because I can use my imagination and let it, think outside the box and just throw stuff out there. And some stuff I think are the best turn out to be not so great, but the ones I thought was, turn out to be winners, So I just do a different picture every time and try to make a little twist with it. But this is what's going to happen. This is what you need to do. And you say, I'm going to do this for the next 3 months. I'm going to post every single day. I'm going to get used to that. And then you're going to see the results. Then you're going to tell your people as you get them in there, this is what you need to do. Go and use the tool. Use it every day and post for those days that you're not there. And you can show them what works best for you. Just like I said, if something works good, let them copy that. If they can copy that, and get the same results, they're going to be really happy, right? So you take your winners and you can retweet them or repost them and everything. But this is what's going to happen. So if those two people brought in 2 people each, that's going to be 4. And then, of course, if those 4, they're just using the tool just like you, they bring in 2 people, it's going to be 8. So this is what would happen for the whole year. If you just did counting those 2 people, not this is what it would end up at. 4,096 people. 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. And this doesn't even give the total. So what would the total be of all that? So let's throw the total in because I haven't done the total before. So the total would be, let's see here. We'll just sum it up. It'd be a lot easier. And we'll just do from, it should be there already. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So the total would be this. Make that red. Would be 8,188 people brought in from just those 2 people alone. Those 2 people, they got their 2 each. Those 4 people got their 2 each. And this is only showing them doing it one time. They're not continually bringing in. This saying, I brought 2 each. These 4 say, I brought 2 each. I brought 2 each. So if they did this throughout the whole year and they only brought in 2, and that's all they did, you would still have 8,188 people below you that's coming in after you. So you tell me, out of 8,188 people, do you think that you can get a full matrix with the second one? Look at this here. How much is a full matrix? Full matrix is 780. 780 people. You don't tell me that out of 8,188, you don't think you're going to get at least 780 people into your matrix on the second level, because anyone who uses the tool, that actually uses it and does it, they get results. And if you stick with it and you do it every day. So I'm telling you, you don't have any excuse. If you're listening to me right now and you don't use that tool every day, you can't complain to me. You can't complain to Ramon. You can't complain to your downline. You can't complain to your upline about you're not making money. It's because you are not using the tool. If you use the tool, you'll get the results. If you don't use the tool, you won't get the results. It's that simple. Look, if you had this here, I mean, even with just 18 sponsors, that's $88,000 right there, not to mention the $2,000 here that you're gonna be seeing there. And actually, this is actually going to be quite higher because more and more people will be coming into here, because those 2 will bring in their 2. They're going to go start here. They're all going to start here. So how would that work? Remember, the most you can get is 39 people for a full matrix to make $195 a month for a $25 product. But when you personally sponsor them, you are getting the $10 bonus. So you got 2 people, you got there. If you got 4 people, you're going to get 40. You know, this goes on and on and on the way it all works. So this shows you how everything works here, okay? So, and actually it just shows, went on because this is showing 6 here. That's because we said those people did that, right? So anyway, what it comes out to is there's no way that you're going to have a downline like this and not have a full matrix there. If you have a full matrix, even if it's by yourself, that would be bringing you over $4,600 a month, and this is bringing you a total of, actually this would be maxed out. So let's just keep it at $335 a month. So right there, you're making about $5,000 a month, right? If you just did it by alone, but you're not because of the matching bonuses. So when you get up to the 21, like you got 24 here, what's going to happen? Then right now room, let's see here. 102,962 in the second matrix alone. Okay, so here we go. It's 102,960. But remember, this is residual income, and this is all it takes. This is based off of just one person, right? If I mean 2 people. The first 2 you got in, they got their 2, which is 4, and those 4 got their 2, and it just shows everyone doing it one time. But it's not going to be just one time, because they're going to do it each month, just like you. If they're doing this, just bringing in 2. I mean, it's simple. You're using this simple, easy tool, and you're just to bring in 2 a month, Everyone can do that. If you don't make money in $25 legacy and you don't make a lot of money this year, or I should say next year, because we're starting this in January, if you don't make a lot of money next year, then you know what? It's only one reason. It's because you weren't using the tool. And that's all it comes down to. That tool is simple. The more you use it, the easier it gets. It gets fun, because especially when you start seeing results, you say, wow, this one really worked. And you can retweet and repost the ones that work the best and just keep it going. When you get people into $25 legacy, email them. Say, hey, I'm making this work. This is I'm killing it. This is what you can do too. You want to make 10,000 a month or 20,000 or 50,000. Let me show you how to do it. And you just take them to the tool. Take the tool, use the tool. Use the tool, use the tool, use the tool. Use it every day. And the days that you can't use it, post it for those days. You're going to go on a vacation for a week. Well, do some work each day and make extra posts for every day for 7 days, or 2 or 3 posts for 7 days, right? So you're still seeing out there. People are seeing you. They're knowing you. This is a social media tool. They expect to hear from you. What are the best days? You remember? Friday, Saturday, Sunday are the best social media days that we've seen so far by using the tool. And we just started. I looked at all our clicks and stuff. We have over 1,000 clicks already, and we haven't quite been using it for a month yet. Over 1,000. That's free traffic. That's people clicking. That's why we've made money. That's why we've made money in our other business endeavors. That's why we got signups in $25 legacy. That's why we're making some extra money in $25 legacy. And where are those people going? They're going underneath, maybe underneath you guys. That's where they're going to be following. Now, let me show you something that's very, very, I think, very important. We're going to drop all this out here for right now. Okay, remember I mentioned the first 30 people? The reason I said that, because what's 5 and 25? That is 30. And what does that represent? That represents the first 5 and each 5 underneath them. That represents the whole matrix that you are part of, because we're here with those people, right? You're all part of that. So anything those people do, go to their downlines, and that fills up the overall matrix for everybody. If you're in Crazy Cash Club, you're part of that. That's why I'm saying that if some people didn't pay for their structure too, they're going to fall out. Other people are going to move up higher to a new level. They may be down here at level 4 and they're going to move into level 3. Or if they were in level 3, they can move up to level 2. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't see any of these people dropping out. But what if you're down here and you move up to here, and the higher you up you are, the more you're going to see results from those 30 people. And I required those 30 people to be posting every single day. I want you to post every day, and then the days you can't be there, you schedule your posts. Keep those going, just like what Roger and I do. We're posting every day. You're seeing stuff come out, and it's working. All right. So this is what would happen. So if we had 30 people, I'm just going to type 30. Ignore this over here, by the way. So I'm just showing for those 30 people. Okay, if those 30 people, they go ahead and they bring in, they're going to bring in 2 people each, right, by using the tool. And a lot of them will bring in more. And if you just didn't have had a bad month, you only got 1, that's okay. But you're going to be seeing the results. So if those 30 people, and this is just on average, get 2 each, what is that going to be? What's 2 times 30? It's 60, right? So what's going to happen after that? Let's find out. 120, 240, 480, 960, 1920. Remember, those people coming in just bringing 2 each one time. Now every month, just one time. Look at this here. That'd be 122,820. Now you hear the word spillover, right? Right? Spillover, because only 39 people can go in the first one. Only 780 can go into the second one. This is why I require the top 30 people to post every day. But why I challenge you is you do 2 people every month as well. I mean, post every day. That's what I meant to say. Post if you can, post several times a day, like 2 or 3 times a day, maybe even 4 sometimes. but post every day, and on the days you're not going to be there, schedule it so the posts still go out. If you do that, you can get those 2 people that month, and you get 2 people next month, and so on. But this is just showing if those 30 would do it, and then even if they stop, and then those 60 would do it, this is what happened. Those 120 would do it. We would have over 122,000 people, and not only you, but all these people are going to be locked in to hear it. So you end up having your 24, and now you're talking $117,000 a month. And I mean, this is how cool it is because we know it works. So no one has an excuse. If you go 3 months from now and I'm not making money and stuff, I can guarantee that you are not doing this. You're not using that simple tool and posting every day. I mean, people want money. People need money, especially these days. Don't you need money? I need money. You need money. Everyone needs money to survive, right? We don't have to make $117,000 a month. If we were making $10,000 a month, wouldn't that be cool? If you're making $15,000 or $20,000 a month, wouldn't that be cool? Even $5,000 a month. I know a lot of you don't make $5,000 a month, but wouldn't that be cool? And it would be cool, but you have the power to do it now. If you use the tool, this is what's going to happen for you. Even if you just use your tool yourself and no one else did it, you're going to see big results, right? But but everyone's doing the same thing. This is your job. You use the tool every day. You schedule the days you're not going to be there. When you get your signups, you start them with the same thing. Give them the same explanation and everything. Show them what you do. Make the post. Do it every day. This is going to be recorded, or actually this is being recorded, and they can come back here. You can point to this. We'll probably save this one and maybe even make it even better. This is it's one thing to build these things. It's another thing to demonstrate them and to talk about it, right? It makes a big difference when you're doing it. But I'm doing the best I can for you guys. But look at this here. This is as you bring more and more people in, you're going to be making more and more money. Now, you all know what happens on the very first one that we showed you on the very first Excel spreadsheet that I created for you. You saw that here. This is a 12-month plan. But look, if you top 30 people will do this, this is what's going to happen. Do it for 30 days. And if you're not the top, you need to do it as well. Okay? Don't wait for spillover. Make your own spillover, because I'll tell you, this is what's going to happen too. You might bring in, we'll go ahead and get this out here. Go back to there. Make that 0. We'll go back to our 2 again. So you got your 2. The next month, you're going to bring in 2, right? So that's going to be 4 people. But those people are going to bring in 2 each. So you're really bringing in 4. So the next month, you're going to bring in 2, right? But you really got 6. Those 6 people are going to bring in 2 each, right? So what's that going to be? It's going to be 12 and 14. Okay, so really what's going to happen, you're going to start seeing profit a lot sooner where you can jump in here. This is where you want to be. This is where the matching bonus is. That's where you want to be, because when that fills up, that's the big money, and you get matching bonuses. You want your people in there too. If they're doing the same thing, you tell them when your profit equals $65 profit, that means after it pays for your tool, $25, you got $65, you need to jump in there right then. Or jump in there early. Say, well, I'll have to pay out of my pocket for that. Well, if you can pay out of your pocket for that, that might be a good idea, because you're going to get there early before someone else gets there before you. Because whoever gets in there before you is going to make more money than you. If you get in before them, you're going to make more money than them. So that's what I'm saying. If you're in there right now, stay there, because what did we talked about? We talked about the 30, right? We talked about the 30 doing the same thing, and boom. Don't you think that's going to explode fast? So this starts in January. This is what we're going to be doing in January. Now, you all should be practicing your tool right now, using it right now to get ready for it. Get some people in now. December is probably going to be the hardest month to get people in. But you got January, February, March. What happens in the first quarter of the new year, and especially in the United States, you got your tax returns. people are going to have some more money to spend, right? People are starting to spend money a little bit more right now anyway. So what you want to do is hit this hard in January. I would do it now. I know there's holidays and stuff, but in January, we're going to hit this. Do your day. So you 30 people, you are required to do this. And I tell you, there's something else coming up that is truly amazing. I'm talking big bucks, okay, big money. And I'm going to offer it to the people in the $25 legacy first of our group, because you guys are the ones that got in, starting with the people that are in Structure 2, then follow down to people that are only in Structure 1. But I'm talking big money within like making over six-figure income within a 6-month period, maybe on the first day of starting to making around $30,000. It's really, really cool. But I'm only going to offer it to those people first in $25 legacy, okay? So you're in the right place. If you're in the Structure 2, stay there, because when this starts kicking in, you'll be surprised how fast it is. So you tell me, you can use the tool or you can't use the tool. Of course you can use it. So it comes down to you use the tool or you just don't want to use the tool. If you're too lazy to use the tool, don't expect to do good. If you do use the tool, expect things to happen, because it's the personally sponsored one that's the most important. Because if you don't sponsor anyone, right? If you don't sponsor anyone, you're not making any money in there. Now, you may start getting spillover and stuff like that, but even if you had a full matrix, right, but you had sponsored no one, that's the most you'll ever make for the whole, for each it's a good monthly figure. It'll take a while to get there if you're going to wait for spillover, because people get more spillover who are here now, right? But you don't wait for spillover. You go and you earn it. If you wait for it, you're going to wait forever. You'll probably end up dropping out because you won't be engaged. You don't know what's going on. But if you're using the tool, you're going to get results. That's all there is to it. You use the tool, you get results, you're going to make some money. And Roger's proved it. I've proved it. I've talked to other people. I see people coming in already, so the tool's working for them. So it's all up to you. Are you going to do it and make a big residual income, start sponsoring people and start seeing some good money coming in? Or are you not going to use the tool and you're going to gripe and complain? Because if you do, don't gripe and complain to me, because I don't want to hear it. Roger's not going to hear it. Ramon's not going to want to hear it. Your upline's not going to hear it. And if you're not too smart and you complain to any downline you have, they're going to leave too, because negativity breeds negativity. If you say something's no good, why are they going to follow you into it? You just cutting off your nose and spite your face. But if you use the tool, you'll see the results. You'll make the money. So it's all in your lap right now. There's no way you cannot succeed unless you don't do it. That's the only way. The only way you're going to fail if you don't use the tool. So how simple can that be? So Roger, what do you think? You think everyone can use this tool? Do you think everyone can do a post every day or schedule a post every day? What do you think, sir?
Oh, man, people have said this kind of stuff before, that this is the easiest thing you ever did. Well, this is the easiest thing you ever did. I know a lot of you have followed Martin and I for a long time, and trust me, this is the easiest thing you ever did. And if you don't get it from all the webinars that we have given in the past webinars or this webinar, there are daily webinars at $25 Legacy and complete instructional webinars anytime right there for you to learn how to use the tool, which doesn't take anything. I mean, you write a few words, heck, make sure they're spelled correctly, find a nice picture, a nice sentiment, anything, try it, send it to your groups, your social pages, all the different, there's 4 different ones, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook, and then coming in, I believe, in the beginning of January, a lot more, the Google, I can't think what it's called. Anyway, yes, thanks, Martin. All this together combined, you'll be able to get your ads out for free to many, many people, and we've already proven and shown that it works with just playing around with it a little bit. And so, like Martin said, people, you have no excuse. This it's that easy, what Martin just showed. You know, he even showed you if you're the only one that does anything. And you shouldn't be worried about spillover. Spillover almost never works. It happens to very few sometimes, and it does happen later on in a program. But we got wind that some people, and this has never worked for anyone, we got wind that some people have waited to see if they made any money before they joined.
Oh, yeah.
When has that ever happened? When have you ever said, oh, look, if I sign up for $30, I'll make $100. Woohoo. That's never happened or anything like it. And so that's crazy talk. And so the only way you're going to do it is to get in and get off your keister and start using that tool. That'll do it. And that's all I got left, Martin.
All right. Thanks a lot. Yeah, this is going to work for you. It's worked for us. It's worked for others. If you use the tool, you'll succeed. If you want to make this type of money, 6 figures or not, 4,000, 5,000, 10,000 a month, what you got to do is use the tool. Take the next 3 months, work the tool, work the tool, work the tool, and see what happens after 3 months. And then at that point, it's going to start snowballing. It's going to go faster and faster. You're going to build those downlines. I do require our top 30 people to use it every day, to dedicate themselves to doing it every single day. And the days that they're not there, that they schedule for it. I know something might happen, you get sick or something, you miss it or something. I understand. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean, but you dedicate yourself. You resign yourself. I used to tell people, no matter what you do spend 30 minutes every day trying to make money. I don't care if it's researching something, posting something, doing an ad or whatever, but take 30 minutes a day doing something to make money, because that's going to add up. And you're going to have 30 minutes, then you have an hour, then 30 minutes, then 2 hours, 30 minutes, and then 3 hours. It's going to add up. Then at the end of the month, you'll see you have all these hours that you have put in there and you're doing something. But if you don't do anything, how can you make money? You can't, because you're doing nothing. This puts it all in your hands. This puts you in the driver's seat. You've seen, look, here, let's go take a look at the, here, let's go back here real fast. Okay. See, look at our past webinars, especially these here. These, if you look at this, dig deeper in the money making tool, especially these two, see how much money you can make and how you can do it. 25 downline. You see this here is digging into the tools. All of these, we had Ramon himself coming and showing us and showing the live results. I showed you some of our live results, and we just started. I mean, we've been using it less than a month, and we already have over 1,000 clicks. And those are people actually clicking. They're not incentivized or anything, right? But I'll tell you, it works, and it'll work for you too. I'm also developing some special tools and stuff. I actually tools, but well, I call them tools, but special squeeze pages and stuff that will build a list for people, so you can, and at the same time to get people into $25 legacy. And then and not only does that, like I said, builds a list so you can email the people about other offers and things that you're doing, as well as all the follow-ups they get for $25 legacy to join with you. It's a really good system. I have some people testing it right now. They're in love with it. So I tell you, it's going to, that you can use the tool to go to there. Once those web pages come out that Ramon talked about, the site builders and everything, and be able to hook it up to your favorite autoresponders and all the bells. There's a bunch of stuff he told me about it, but that's coming up the early January. I mean, once you do that, you can make your own sites and pages and stuff and use the tool to direct them there. I mean, you're going to be having fun. The more you do with it, the more fun you're going to have with it. And when you make more money, that makes it even funner. So if you want to get that, if you want the money, it's in your hands. You have the capability to do that. Let me get back here real fast here. Sorry. Okay. So back here we're talking about, if you want the money like that, you have the capability. There's nothing stopping you but yourself. So that's what I was saying in the email. I hope I didn't offend anybody in my email when I was saying, don't complain to us about it, because at the time, if you don't know what to do, of course you're going to complain. You don't know what works, what doesn't work. You don't have to be a marketer. You don't have to call people on the phone. You don't have to talk to your friends and neighbors about it. But you will make the money if you use the tool. All you have to do is use the tool, have fun with it, find a cool picture, do like I was showing you earlier, especially for Twitter. You only have so much there. You want what's going to be your link. You want 2 hashtags. You don't want a whole bunch, just 2, and then a short phrase there. But the picture that you make, and then you put that template on it, you can write as much as you want to about it, about what you're selling, about what you're doing, and that's what really works. And like I said, next Saturday, the next one that we have here, we're going to be going over how to get Twitter followers for free. Keep up in the Google in our Facebook group area, because when I make the ads, I'm posting it on there too, so you can see that and you can copy it and use it too. Because look at what we're right there, what I'm writing on there, because these are 50 ways to get free Twitter followers, and it works. And the more followers you get, the better off you're going to do. So anyway, this is all in your hands. You have no excuse now. You can make this type of money, and you say, yes, I'm going to make it, and then you do it. You post every day. The days that you can't be there posting, you schedule a post for those days. That's all you got to do. You keep doing that, and then when you do get people sign up, you're going to show them what you're doing and tell them to do the same thing. Remember, if you do it, it's in your hands. You can build this. If you don't do it, then I'm sorry. Don't complain to us about it. Don't complain to anyone, because you can only blame yourself at that point. You know what to do now. So now all you have to do is go out there and do it. This will work for you. You have full control, so go ahead and do it. So anyway, that's all I got for you today. Sorry we went a little bit over there, had a little technical difficulties there, but take this to heart, think about it, and start doing it starting in January. Hit it hard. Do it January, February, and March, and then look back and see where you're at. Keep your placements, and if you're not in the second structure, get there as soon as you can, because you're going to be moving up on top on there. And then when everyone starts kicking this in, we start boom, 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 you're going to be glad that you're already there. Okay? And of course, you're going to have access to those new tools, especially in January. It's going to be great. So again, thank you for coming. Thank you, Roger, for your input. It's always appreciated. And we will see you hopefully next Saturday. So be there and tell your people to come back and watch this webinar at crazycashclubupdates.com. All right? Y'all take care, and bye-bye for now.